Hi, everybody. Welcome to another edition of Live Lunch Break from the Day. My name is Rick Koster, and we stream every Thursday at noon and been doing it for years. It's a privilege. Met all kinds of folks, and it's a damn good way to hear new and different music. As always, we're in the Telegraph record shop in New London. Yay! Yeah. Pete Wappy's behind the camera there, making it work in the house. And we are lucky today to have some Clinton, Connecticut native Connecticutians. When I came up here, Brian and Peter, from the South, I didn't, I'm from Texas, and we were Texans. And I lived in Louisiana, and we were Louisianans, and I was like, we got up here, and I said, what do they call you guys? And nobody knew, so I thought Connecticutian. Poor. Everybody, this is the Wyrd Brothers. That's Peter over there, and the jumpsuit that is the color of my eyes, I think, that bright orange. This is Brian here with the antique Gibson SG. And that's that's great. That's a great guitar. And when I just sort of, after this show is over and I point in the wrong direction and Brian looks off, then that's when I pick up the FG and sprint out the door.
It's a one-way street, though, right?
Exactly. All right, now these guys. I shouldn't be talking this much, but we're sort of the same age group, and when I listen to you guys, I hear all of these influences, and we should talk about this in the interview thing. But I come up in an era of radio where you'd hear the Spinners, then you would hear the Jeff Beck group, and then you would hear Sly and the Family Stone, and then Mountain, and then you would hear, and it was just songs. Nobody said, right. You can't play that because it doesn't fit our rigid format. And I get all kinds of stuff out of you guys.
And you were listening to college FM radio a lot, I bet, too, as well.
I probably did, yeah.
Which was even more freeform.
Yeah. And as Brian said under his breath a little while ago about drugs and alcohol. There's some of that's faded for Ricky. I don't always remember that stuff. But anyway, we are really glad to have you guys here. You've got a new CD out, a new EP, right?
We do. And we've got another one in the works.
And this is great.
Yeah.
So the lesson is the creativity never stops, right? All right, here we are then. Say hi to the Wyrd Brothers.
Thank you, everybody. Great to be here. We're the Wyrd Brothers. Wyrd means destiny in some archaic Old English language variant. We like destiny. We don't sound anything like destiny, though. So if you came here hoping we'd be destiny sounding, just turn around, walk out the door. But not before you leave with some records. This place is amazing. You're not cool, you're an LLC. You're running like a dog after DJT. You're a music production company. We play the tunes, you play Monopoly. Register the bands in the Carolinas. You keep the garage in that mansion on Long Island. That vineyard you expense for some drinks by the sea. Register the music LLC. DJ a show, you book a lot of clubs, but when it's time to pay, you don't ever show up. You're a music production, LLC. We play the tunes, you keep the fee. You offshore your life through your LLC. It's your tax avoidance strategy. You make it look so easy, I think I understand. To pick all those pockets, you've got 3 hands. You're the gatekeeper, you got a lot of friends, so why don't you give us a break on the rent? We don't need you for legitimacy, save it for your music, LLC. I'm making music, man. I'm making music, man. I'm making music, man. I'm making music production. I'm making music, man. I'm making music, man. I'm making music, man. I'm making music production. Thank you, everybody. Thank you. For this next one, we're going to go to the videotape. Privilege, training, Oval Office, President, Daddy's girl, collecting rent. Wheels down, landing, chairmanship, branding, carried interest, pass through, tax reforms, just for you. First steps, world stage, power couple, all the rage. Princeling has a vacant stare. Princess gets daddy's empty chair. Temple Mount, Kingdom Come, Daddy said, Princeling, get it done. Princeling gets a fashion scene. Evie gets more ice cream. Princess, debutante, Daddy's special confidant. Her princeling needs a big play. EB5s just don't pay. Princess, princeling, Daddy is seething. Won't be managed, can't be stayed. Warheads in re-entry phase. Thank you. We're going to change over to the softer, quieter, gentler part of our set now. But we still have a videotape. Jill's in the fun house playing for time. Jack's in the roadhouse cooking up dimes. Mary and Joseph are loading their guns, racing to the bottom, but the bottom don't come. Boy, toy, she, boy, what's your name? Your color don't matter when your skin's in the game. Wage slave, dues paying salary men, racing to the bottom to the same damn end. Heaven sent a message and the message can't wait. Better punch your ticket if you want to get straight. But I can't get straight, lest I unwind. Racing to the bottom, working overtime. Racing to the bottom, working overtime. K Street Jesus is up on the hill, shaking down the money tree, working miracles. Back home in the barroom, he's feeling pretty fine, racing to the bottom, baby, I got mine. Racing to the bottom, baby, I got mine. Racing to the bottom, there's no finish line. This next one goes out to our esteemed EPA Administrator Scott Pruitt, who seems to have forgotten that rising tides do more than lift all boats. This one's called Deep State. I used to walk on the water, now I'm drowning in the deep state. I used to walk on the water, now I'm drowning in the deep state. Throw me a line, give me some hope, because the rising tide's set to take my boat. Can't take the river, can't take the bay. There's no safe harbor anywhere anyway. I used to walk on the water. I used to walk on the water. I used to walk on the water. Now I'm sinking in with no trace. We're all gonna need some new places to stay, because the higher ground went and moved away. Take 4 steps back, another 5 down. I never lost a trouble that can't be found. I used to walk on the water. I used to walk on the water. I used to walk on the water. Now I'm drowning in the deep state. Thank you, thank you. This next one's called New York's Calling. I used to work in the consciousness industry. In fact, I worked in TV news for decades. Why that's important? Listen to the song, maybe it's there. New York's calling, there's a story in play. Who's gonna own what the presidents say? New York's calling, the man's in the tower. He can't talk now 'cause he's getting a shower. New York's calling, New York's calling to you. We got producers, we got the shooters, we got the APs. Did you get those looters? You all crass, you all pain. You set the world on fire and the house is in flames. New York's calling, New York's calling to you. Overnight's in, it's abundantly clear. This is the series gonna boost your career. If you can't be a dog, just spit up a bone. If you can't be our whore, then don't come home. New York's calling. New York's calling to you. Yeah, you know who I'm talking about. You'll find lots of places to land. You can crop all the backs and step on all the hands. You the superstar power name. You might even get your own table at per se. So get your ass on the plane. The story we filed was so yesterday. New York's calling. New York's calling to you, Mr. President. Thank you, thank you, thank you.
Our guests today on Live Lunch Break are the Wyrd Brothers, and just maybe it's just me, but listening to the lyrics, I don't think you guys are weird at all. Kind of right on the money, really.
The Wyrd Brothers is a really old name.
Where does that come from?
I'll let Peter. Peter can explain it better than me. I don't remember.
Well, let's see. We were, we've been playing together since 1966.
Think about that.
Since
1966.
We went on hiatus for a while, about 30 years, I think.
Still.
Well, that makes us sort of like post-menopausal cicadas. Anyway, back to the Wyrd Brothers. We were working on
That is weird.
we were working on the high school musical together, doing
Seriously?
writing. Yeah, absolutely. It was West Side Story. Yeah.
Wash that man right out of my hair.
Can you sing
What's the
that
shower
one?
scene?
You in it? Or you
You're going to make me laugh, and then I'm going to cry. Anyway, we called ourselves the Wyrd Brothers back then as sort of because we were doing a lot of Byrds covers.
Oh, got it.
Yeah,
All right.
and Brian still has that 12-string Rick.
Nice.
Yeah,
The
vintage.
strummy effect.
Yeah. We pulled it out and played it down at Best Video. We did a cover of Eva Destruction. Somehow that night it seemed fitting.
Was it election night?
No.
Oh.
No.
Huh.
I think it was just, one of the many nights when it seems fitting, like 6 o'clock every night, maybe.
Fair enough. Fair enough. But so, all right, that makes I understand the genesis of the name now. That is a long time to play together, even with the 30-year menopausal
hiatus.
Hey,
Go back underground and wait for the grubs to grow into winged creatures.
the nurtured soil to recapitulate or whatever. But anyway, so over all this time, is music therapeutic or does it feed your anger or both?
Music isn't therapy, but we certainly like being angry.
It kind of comes natural, you start at school, in kindergarten, first grade, and you're being taught to hide under the desk because there's going to be a bomb that's going to, blow up, and they're going to need an easy way to get the bodies out of the school. And, so the air raid drills, and our neighbors had air raid, people next door to us actually had an air raid shelter that they said we could, we could run over to if it came to that. And then, of course, Vietnam War, and, there was a draft back then. I got drafted my junior year of high school. I refused my induction, but they did try to draft me out of high school. And so there's always been this sort of sense of politics in our life. There was never really a break from it. And, of course, then it, smacked us right in the face in our golden years, so we're just here doing music.
Just a word about this tunic Brian has. This is not a German World War II thing. This is from the failed nation state, the DDR, East Germany, and this badge here is for the unit, the border guard unit, and there's a AK-47 crossed over a guard tower. So we have the uniform of a failed nation state, of a guard for a wall that no longer exists and wasn't totally effective anyway.
Probably not. No.
Yeah, you know, it's an anti-wall jacket is what it is.
That works. That works. So you guys are working on yet another album, even though you had one come out earlier this year. A lot of productivity in these golden years.
Oh, well, you know, this administration just keeps pumping the material at us.
Princes and princelings. Princesses and
You know,
princelings.
there's just no shortage. It just keeps coming. It's
like to-
relentless.
You know, though, you had the wrong effect with me. I decided during that song I wanted to be a princeling. How do I do that? I don't know.
I don't know. Let's see how it all turns out.
Let's do
Okay,
that.
you know.
So when will the new record be out?
Well, first I have to finish writing a couple songs.
Oh.
So, you know, we probably, I wouldn't guess until September at the earliest at this
all right.
point, yeah.
And we are, of course, thank you for joining us on Live Lunch Break. We're talking to the Wyrd Brothers. This is Brian and Peter. And what have we got here?
I want to do a shout out to
All right.
Telegraph Records. Love independent record stores. One of my all-time favorite LPs, Roger C. Reel's Radioactive. I have a copy that I've had since it came out. Was afraid to play it, and now I have a play copy. So, thank you, Telegraph.
Yeah, Rich has got it going on here at the Telegraph. And we were glad, not only are you here in service to Live Lunch Break, but it is paid back for you. So that's... where can people find your stuff? The Bandcamp page is best?
Bandcamp,
It's all free.
it's all free, yeah.
There you
YouTube.
go.
We have a Facebook page, too, that has a lot of links. There's a Mike Ulitsky has taken a lot of videos from performances, and I think that's on a page called Connecticut Music, or Live Connecticut Music. I'm blanking on the exact name for it, but
If you Google Wyrd Brothers, but make sure you spell it W-Y-R-D, kind of like birds with a W. You'll get the videos.
Sounds
but
good.
Mike has a lot of good representational videos.
Sounds good. You guys do us the honor of playing some more songs?
Why don't you guys talk a little bit more?
Just a little bit.
oh,
All
you
right.
can't stop us, actually.
So where do I find an official pumpkin-colored Wyrd Brothers jumpsuit that I, too, can wear?
Well, you know, actually, I call it a coverall,
A coverall, all right.
only because that seems to handle everything.
It covers all.
It does.
Yeah, it sort of stops the conversation, too, unfortunately. But no, this is just ordinary old mechanics wear. I wore this to a rally last year, a March for Science rally
Yeah.
in the city, New York City. And on the way there were all these Con Ed crews who just got the biggest kick out of it.
Yeah, I'll bet they
Come
do.
on over! You've got the right outfit on.
Hey, maybe you get
I could, you know.
get in on the pension.
But then, then I'd have to pay it back out of my Social Security.
All right. You guys ready?
I think so.
Welcome back, please, the Wyrd Brothers.
Here's where we ease back into being electric. But first, we have our own version of the pledge for you today. I pledge allegiance to the brands of the United Rents of America, and to the Trumpinks, whose ginormous hands would build a wall to surround us in a delirium of cruise missiles and chocolate cake. Lead us not into conflagration, dear leader, but deliver us to one nation, subdivided into renters and rentiers, with liberty and justice, securitized, weaponized, and mostly lies. 1, 2, 3, 4! National DNA, which we first started writing in 1978. So when I say I'm working on a song, you know, sometimes it takes a while. So September could be September 2035. Or did you want? Yep. Going to make a quick instrument change.
We could do a little talking about the song.
This next song is called Hill 140. It's sort of looking at the world from the perverse POV of a sniper. And I don't mean one who's out killing for the military. This has a chorus you can sing along to, or chant along to, or incantate. It goes AK, HK, FN, AR. Are we good to go? Yeah, here we go. I can see you on the hill. I can see you on the hill. with a long gun and a pocket full of pills, with a zealot's heart looking for a kill. Here comes the chorus. A-K-H-K-F-N-A-R, A-K-H-K-F-N-A-R. Never see the flash you shoot so far. You can kill at 1,200 yards. You got a custom chassis, a muzzle brake. Never hear the shot, 'cause that bullet's so awake. A-K-H-K-F-N-A-R, A-K-H-K-F-N-A-R. Now I first saw you years ago in the clock tower from the grassy knoll, from the Beltway to Buffalo. Jackson, Mississippi, Memphis, Tennessee. Highway 101 by a Pacific Sea. A-K-H-K-F-N-A-R, A-K-H-K-F-N-A-R. It's a long night for a long gun. Civil society's out for a run. Thermal sight, don't need no light. Watch your body going dark as it loses its life. A-K-H-K-F-N-A-R, A-K-H-K-F-N-A-R. Now I can see you on the hill with a long gun and a zealot's will. Gonna take one down, gonna take a life. Your sniper gun's got one dead to rights. A-K-H-K-F-N-A-R, A-K-H-K-F-N-A-R. Your sniper gun can shoot so far. Send a bullet flying across the country. Took another man's life for your white supremacy. A-K-H-K-F-N-A-R. You can find your own special trigger. A-K-H-K-F-N-A-R. we're going back to the videotape. I had been doing this one as a dance number, but I thought maybe I should play an instrument. I'll try anyway.
Hello, everybody.
There's a man with a gun over there.
Great to be back in New York with all of our friends.
Was that terrorism?
There's a man with a gun over there.
You missed a critical opportunity to help bring the country together, did you?
Not at all.
There's a man with a gun over there.
You also had people that were very fine people on both sides.
There's a man with a gun over there.
I'm not putting anybody on a moral plane. What I'm saying is this. I could stand in the middle of Fifth Avenue and shoot somebody and I wouldn't lose any voters, okay? You know, they keep chipping away. They talk about the magazines, they talk about the bullets, and we're gonna
Man
take care of
with
it.
a gun over there. There's a man with a gun over
To
there.
save our Second Amendment, it is to vote for a person that you all know named Donald Trump. Okay?
There's a man with a gun over there. There's a man with a gun over there.
Well, this is the same thing. Think of it. So they make this great deal. What else do they get? They got a rat. I think I'm going to show it to the media. Both real and fake media. This is what it takes to get something approved today. This is what it takes to get something approved. Get them out today. Get them out. Get them out. Get them out. Take them out, please. It's fun, right? I think I'm going to show it. Get them out. I think I'm going to show it. I think I'm going to show it. I think I'm going to show it. I think I'm going to show it.
There's a man with a gun over there.
I think I'm going to show it. I think I'm going to show it.
There's a man with a gun over there.
We dominate this country.
There's a man with a gun over there.
We dominate the land and space. You know me well enough to know that I don't like talking about whether it's
There's a man with a gun over there.
Everything I say, I can do. Everything I say, I will. And I think people will be very surprised at the end of a 3-year term. You're going to have a country that will be so amazing. We'll have so many victories. Something I'm going to open the camera. History is an over and over. That the road of the tyrant.
lethal effect.
What happens is we get a protest the only time
Normal accident.
that 20,000
Unintentional.
35,000 mobile in
Lethal.
Iowa and New Hampshire. We had the biggest
Okay.
crowd. South Carolina was packed.
Normal accident.
No one,
Unintentional.
dictator, no
Lethal
regime, no
effect.
nation should underestimate every American resolve.
There's a man with a gun over there. There's a man with a gun over there. There's a man with a gun over there. We've got one more for you. This one is entitled MTR Whisper Campaign.
Hey, hey, hey. Hey, hey, hey. Hey, hey, hey. Hey, hey, hey.
Come on, let's murder the rich. Murder the rich.
Let's murder them.
In the long black cars, RPGs, Trump run flat tires.
Murder them.
In their private jets, when you get the tone, let Sammy do the rest.
Murder them. Murder the rich.
Murder the rich.
Murder them. Murder the rich.
Murder the rich.
Hey, hey, hey. Hey, hey, hey. Hey, hey, hey. Hey, hey, hey. It's just fantasy.
It's just sick fun. I don't even know how to load a gun.
It's fantasy.
Hear me when I say, don't hurt the rich, just make them pay.
Pass war.
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 Murder the rich.
Murder the rich.
Oh yeah, oh yeah, oh yeah, oh yeah, oh yeah, oh yeah, oh yeah.
Plutocrats, giants, and supermen. Offshore carried interest 1%. You fooled us once.
We won't do this.
You fooled us once.
We won't do this.
You fooled us once.
We won't do this.
That trickle down theory, you're just taking a piss.
Murder them. Murder the rich. Murder the rich. Murder them. Murder the rich.
Murder the rich.
It's not envy.
It's enmity.
It's not envy.
It's enmity.
It's not envy.
It's enmity.
It's not envy.
You're my enemy. Thank you, everybody. That's our show for today.
Thank you guys for being here. The Wyrd Brothers, folks, and we'll look for the new album in September 2018, 2019, or 2020.
Big announcements coming.
When it drops.
I'm ready. I'm ready.
Right,
You
thank
guys
you.
be safe. Thank you for being here.
Oh, thank you for having us. It was a hoot. We loved it.
Glad to have
What
you.
a great place, Telegraph.
It is a great place. Next week, we got Brian Gore. Thanks for tuning in to Live Lunch Break. I'm Rick Coster for the day. All these things are archived at theday.com, so catch as many and as often as you want to, and we'll see you next week.